Hey guys, what it do? It's your favorite One Piece creator, Supremacy Head of God. Listen, so I have to talk about this because the Twitter sphere, the Twitter space, everybody's talking about Frankie and how that Egghead Island wasted Frankie and Vegapunk's relationship. They're both scientists, so their connection there should have been them. Like, why did Sanji get the time with Vegapunk and the deep moments with Vegapunk and not Frankie? It should be Frankie's arc, like Egghead, science, Frankie. But like, listen, I'm a Zoro fan. So for me to even be making a video defending Sanji like this is crazy. But you guys have seen my videos. If you've seen it, I'm trying to be fair in all my takes on One Piece. I don't really care about who's favorite character, who I like, who I don't like. I'll just tell you what I'm reading and what the story is telling me. And I just don't understand why people think that Vegapunk and Frankie are the ones that deserve to have a deep connection or any connection, especially over Sanji. Okay, Frankie is a scientist, sure, but his main science is ship making. That's what he loves. Obviously, he does weapons and stuff, but he's a ship maker. That's his love. That's his true love, right? And his connection is mainly to that. He wants to make the best ship possible ever, and he has the schematics to make the strongest ship possible, right? Ancient weapon, if you may. But are we forgetting what Sanji is? He's literally an experiment, bro. Like, Vegapunk has tons of experiments, like Kuma, like the Seraphins, like his own the other Vegapunks. Like, what do we like? That's his main basis, right? Those are the things that make Vegapunk Vegapunk. The fact that he can do what he does, and Sanji is literally an experiment, bro. He's literally a lab rat, bro. He's literally like a cyborg. So doesn't it make sense that the guy that makes cyborgs, right, and the person that was forced to be a cyborg, that they're the ones that have that connection over science and science? I think that's the deeper connection. I think that's the deeper layer here. I'm not somebody that calls Egghead a 10 out of 10 or a 8 out of 10. Like, I thought it was okay. I thought there was a lot of wasted potential in Egghead Island. I thought there was a lot of redundant information from chapter to chapter. I thought we didn't really learn anything. Like, the Mother Flame is called the Mother Flame, okay? we know. We've been calling it the Mother Flame for a while. Like, what? Even the Saturn and Jupiter and all those guys coming through and then accomplishing basically nothing was kind of like a dud. It's like, you brought these super crazy characters that's supposed to be super impactful, and yes, I know it's to showcase that, like, oh, these guys are no longer helpless. The Straw Hats, they can escape and they can fight, and even though they may have lost Vegapunk, but it turns out Vegapunk wanted to die anyway, so he was going to try to die regardless because he felt like this needed to happen. So for me, it's just an intriguing scenario where everybody somehow is convinced that Sanji deserves the connection with Vegapunk less than Frankie, and I just don't agree with that. I think it makes more sense to have Sanji connect with Vegapunk because of the fact that Vegapunks create these science pieces, the Kumas and the Seraphins and etc. And these are living weapons that he creates. And Sanji was created to also be a living weapon. So I think that connection makes the most sense. Now, I think that connection could have went deeper. I think they should have had, a more of a moral, I don't want to say confrontation, but I think Sanji should have maybe had a moral confrontation. Like, why did you force these kids to be weapons? Do you know what I'm saying? I think that conversation should have happened. I think that would have been even more meaningful. But I think them having a connection in the first place makes the most sense logically, because Sanji's trauma is what Vegapunk has been creating with these Seraphins and these other things that you can say, though, they have no emotions. But, what if they do unlock it later on? One of his own, York, literally betrayed him. So that's what I think. I think it's just, I just think it's an interesting one. I just don't agree that, Frankie deserves to connect with Vegapunk more than Sanji. I don't really think it matters to to Franky if he connects with Vegapunk or not. That's not like he's idol or anything. I mean, it is scientifically like, but it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's dreamed to meet with Vegapunk. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I think. You know, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, been your boy Supreme Chick the God. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe. I'm out.